Well, thank you so much for joining us in this lesson. We shall be discussing the laws of indices together with an application in a very serious question. Evaluate 81 out of 16 raised to the power of negative 3/4 multiplied by 9 out of 4 raised to the power of half multiplied by 27 power 2 out of 3. Stay tuned. And if you are a new member, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, Shifting Grades Online School, for more updates. Look at these laws. We all know that in the first term here, 81 out of 16, the power is negative. So that should be informed by what we call the negative law of indices that says, in case we have a number, A, raised to a negative index, this should be solved by taking the reciprocal of A, then now the power becomes positive. So we can solve that one first, then we proceed to the next application of laws. So instead of 81 over 16 now, we have it as 16 over 81. Then this now is raised to 3 out of 4. We have applied now. The power becomes positive 9 over 4 raised to half, 27 raised to 2/3. Now, at this point, we can apply what we call the fractional law of indices, because from the look of things, you can see that all the powers are fractions. So the fractional law of indices, when we have a number, let's say A raised to the power of m over n, we solve this by taking nth root of A. Then now we raise everything to power m. So when we apply this in our expression, then it shall become, we take the fourth root. We take the fourth root of 16 over 81. Then everything now should be raised to power 3. In the next term, we take the square root of 9 over 4. Then everything to power 1 multiplied by the third root of 27, third root or cube root. Then now we raise it to power 2. Look at that. So when we apply now that law in all the terms, we shall have the question simplified. And in the first case, the fourth root of 16 is 2. 4 shift power 16. 4 shift power 16. 4, the shift power of 16. That's a 2. Then out of 4 shift power of 81 is 3. This one should be raised to power 3. Multiplied by the square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 4 is 2. Power 1, it just remains the way it is. The third root of 27 is 3. Then now we square. We can now talk about 8 out of 27 multiplied by 3 out of 2 multiplied by 3 squared, which is 9. So now we can look at what is common in all these factors. By 9, 1, and by 9, 3, by 3, 1, and by 3, 1, by 2, 1, and by 2, 4. So the final answer is 4. A very good question, which is bringing together very many laws of indices. I want to show you an alternative approach to this question. And remember kindly to join our programs here. Shifting Grades Online School, we are bringing a very wonderful program here from the 10th of November to the 12th of December 2025, which will be happening via Google Meet, a very interactive and impactful program. So please try Shifting Grades Online School. We shall be covering the Term 1 work of 2026 in mathematics, the sciences, and the languages for both junior school and also the secondary schools. So please reach out to us. Remember, our consultation line is 0704 15 3366. Let us look at a second approach to this question. Our number is already attached on the wall, so you are free to reach out anytime, any day, so that you may get to know much about our programs. But most importantly, you are invited to our holiday sessions. Your children will not regret joining us. You shall not regret inviting shifting grades. So please feel much invited. Now let's look at the question in a different way. Let's just look at it in a very different manner. All right. Assume immediately after taking the reciprocal in the first term here, 16 over 81, this one is raised to 3 over 4 multiplied by 9 over 2. No, 9 is over 4, sorry. 9 over 4 raised to half multiplied by 27 raised to power 2/3. Now, at this point, we can choose to factorize, or rather, to express each of the composite bases into the least possible common bases possible. For example, 16 out of 81 can both be put together as 2 over 3, and each of them has been raised to power 4. Just like that. So we can have, instead of 16 over 81, it can be 2 out of 3 power 4, because 2 over 3 power 4 shall be 16 over 81. Then now, apart from that, there is an existing power, 3 over 4, multiplied by, instead of 9 over 2, this is 16 over 81. Then we are also saying that 9 over 4 can also be written as 3 over 2, each of them squared. So 3 out over 2 squared. Then there is an existing power of half multiplied by 27 can be expressed as 3 power 3. So with 3 power 3, then there is already an existing power of 2/3, like that. An existing power of 2/3. Then we're supposed to remember something called the product law of indices that says to solve, for example, given a power m, then another power there, n, we simply take a raised to the product of m and n. That's the product law of indices, this one. The product law of indices. So we just multiply the indices in each case. So 3 over 2 now shall be over what? Or 2 over 3 shall be raised to power 4 times 3 over 4. The 4 cancels, and we shall have 3 multiplied by 3 over 2 raised to 2 times half. So the 2 cancels, and we get 3 over 2 times, or raised to power 1, multiplied by 3 power 3. Then the 3 is multiplied by 2/3. 3 cancels, and we shall remain with 3 power. Now the power becomes 2, just becomes squared. Then now from this point, we can talk about now 2 power 3, which is 8 over 3 power 3, which is 27, multiplied by 3 over 2. Then 3 power 2. And from here now, we can talk about 2 and 2, we get 4. Then 3 and 27, we get 9. 9 and 9. And the answer becomes exactly 4. Thank you so much for following. Remember to subscribe and also to share the lesson with your friends. Thank you. See you another time.